Hi, my name is Michael Da Silva, so I want to tell you a story tonight about friends and people and what happens in life. A lot of times, there's a lot of things that go on in life, and sometimes we don't understand why that is or how that is or what circumstances brought us to this plateau. But I want to tell you a story this evening about a lady that I once knew that, she always had a cracked smile. Kind of smile crooked is what I mean by crack. And she always, had a cute little laugh. And, she always, would always knew what to say when you were feeling down and always made you feel better. And the dimples on her face were cute too, every time she smiled. Even though she didn't really uh, like to smile because, you know, they just, she just thought her smile wasn't pretty, but her smile was pretty. But the thing is, she had humor and she was funny, and she always, cooked good meals, and he always, we'd always play cards together, and I mean, we weren't girlfriend and boyfriend or anything like that. We just enjoyed each other's company, and we just hung out a lot together, and we did a lot of good things, and it was nice just to be friends and to meet her family and to meet her folks and her children and their children and so on and so forth. And it's just neat how we all just got together and she cooked these wonderful meals and tell stories of how she was when she was a kid and talk about her brothers and sisters and talk about what she did when she was in school and what happened to her when she was in college. And she always had some good stories to tell, but these stories were real stories. And why sometimes you're friends with people. I guess what I'm trying to say in this story is, you're friends for a season, and sometimes, like the seasons, they come and they go, and sometimes seasons can be for a long duration. Hopefully you can be friends eternally for the rest of your life, physically life. And sometimes you meet friends where you fall in love with them, and you marry them, and you become husband and wife, and those are special friends. And then you have regular friends, like the one I was talking about in this story, that you love too, that you care about greatly, but sometimes things happen. She moved away, and that was sad. But she really, I remember those things that she said. She always knew how to cheer me up. And people would say, "Why didn't you, still write and date her?" I just told them, well, sometimes when people move away, sometimes they just want to reinvent their whole new life. Some people are like that, where they just dump all their friends and start over, kind of in a sense. And some people are really like that. While some people will have friends and they'll be friends for life, really. They'll be friends from grade school, and still friends. And then some people, can be like that, and then something happens and it just breaks them apart. Something gets blown out of proportion, or some lies are said, or sometimes what we think happened isn't what really happened of certain things because of misunderstandings and so forth and disagreements. But the thing is, we have to remember that if we're friends and we're family, we get through it. Because families stay together, families stick together, whether we're by blood or not. That's why friends are like family when we're real close to them. And when they mourn, we mourn. When we're happy, they're happy. When they get a good grade on their assignment, you're happy and proud for them. When they don't, and you want to help them study a little bit so they can prepare better for that test, so they will get a good grade on it when they retake it. The makeup test or retake test. Since some teachers will do that, you make good grades, they'll give you a second chance to take it so you can get a better grade. And so that's why it pays to study. So I've always said that, if you always think about studying, always think about that. Study good and always study hard. And, good work always shows thyself approved, just like the Bible does teach. Jesus said those words, study yourself to show yourself approved. That way, show what you know. Show that you're learning, and then share what you know so other people can know it too. And that's how you spread the gospel around, the word of God, the teaching of Jesus around. And kind of, if your brothers and sisters, I know one time, I just want to say this as part of the story. When I was little, I have a sister named Joan, and she was like 8 years younger than me. Well, when we were young, I used to do a lot of things that were stupid and dumb, just like most brothers and sisters do, because it's called, get it, civil rivalry. Yeah, competing and always wanting to get the attention and always wanting to be first. Sometimes it gets us in trouble because sometimes we say things we shouldn't say. Like, when I was over there at my friend's house, I would hear the boys saying, "You're in love with Michael," or "You really love Michael," and he was teasing his sister. And I didn't really love her. I'm her uncle, but he would just say that to tease her because he was jealous because she was getting more attention than he was. At least that's how he felt. I think that's why he was doing it. But the same thing is that really I give him all the same attention, and I've said something to him about that before, not to do that to his sister because it upsets her, and she would say, "Well, I'm not in love with Michael, and I don't like Michael like that." And I've heard her say that to him several times, but he'll just do it because he thinks it's funny and he's teasing. He's not trying to be mean, but I think it's because he wants her to give him more attention, like to talk to him more and to do things with him more, like walk and whatever brothers and sisters do, just to kind of spend time or play some board games with him or something. And maybe he feels like he's left out, so that's why he says that. Because I know when I did that to my sister, it really didn't result in a good thing when I was younger. It got me spankings and it got me punished. But as I got older, I realized, hey, I shouldn't say that because it's mean and it's wrong, because it just really, things like that upset girls and it upsets sisters too when when you're saying stuff like that. So maybe just for future reference, don't tease your sister about stuff like that because it's not true, for one, and number two, it just upsets her. And it's just kind of egging things on. So just try to remember that, because you're a nice boy and you're a nice person, and don't be teasing your sister about stuff like that because that does upset her. And if you want to get along with her better, it's probably good not to say stuff like that, like you were saying, that I heard you saying last Sunday and the Sunday before last, and a lot of other Sundays. Of course, I said something to you a couple times about that in the past, and you stopped, but you started to back up again. So I just want to let you know I did hear you say that. So it's not nice, and please, you need to refrain and stop doing that because that just instigates stuff. All right, even though you're not meaning harm, you're just playing with her, but it is teasing her though, and she doesn't like it. So you hear the tone of her voice; she doesn't like it, so you need to stop it. All right, so but that's the thing. You have to remember that because. If you want to get along with your siblings, you don't want to do things that agitate them or torment them, because if you do that, then they won't want to play with you or talk to you, or they won't want to be around you. So it's probably best just not to do that. Okay. So anyway, I just want to say that because I know I used to have a younger sister when she was alive. I told you about her where she died of suicide. She killed herself. She was 26, and it's sad, but that's what happened. But I wish I had my sister. I miss her. But just be glad if you have brothers and sisters. Be thankful that you have them because they're a blessing. Be thankful for the people that are in your life, because remember, people were there for a season, and you don't know how long they're going to be there. But always count them as a blessing. Everything they do with you, everything they help you with, everything they do to show their love because they love you. Always treat it with a blessing, and always think and value the time and treasure the time, because you never know how much time you're going to have with them, because you never know. Things happen, circumstance happen, whatever it is, it gets all blown out of proportion, and then you're all not talking anymore. So just think about that. And, sometimes things happen and you get back together and you regroup and you think and you make up, and then you're stronger than you were before. So, I love you all. And I love everyone that I know, my family and all. And I let you know I'm praying for you. You stay strong in the faith, and remember Jesus loves you just like he loves me. And we will see each other again, I guarantee you. When? I don't know. Just depends on how long it takes for the stuff to die down and to blow over. Because it's just horrible that it happened the way it did, because we've had a great thing going. I was helping your mom and dad out, and y'all were helping me out, and your mom and dad were too. And I was helping you all out, so it was a good arrangement for everybody. And I love you all, and always will be your uncle. No, no, I don't hate any of you. I don't hate your mom, even though what she does sometimes. I don't hate her, and I don't hate your dad, and I don't hate any of you all either. So don't worry. You know, things will work out in time, and we will talk again. Okay? All right. Well, I'll see you later. Take care. This is Uncle Mike, and I love you. And to everyone else, this is Preacher Mike. Take care. God bless. And I'll send some more posts out.